All right, there's one more aspect of poetry, one more property that I want to give you that I think are at the heart of what poetry is. This is how we can identify poetry and really get what's going on and what's happening in communication, why it heightens communication. So we have the immediacy of this encounter with this poet who, again, could be centuries ago. They're not here, but we're having this like almost immediate input from them, and we're like seeing them, feeling them, hearing what's going on. And right along with that is the other property, and that is this human elevation to it. Whereas, I might read a book. Here's one by Michael Reeves, The Doctrine of the Trinity. Great book. But I read that, and I read it kind of, he's writing about this concept. I'm reading it, and I'm thinking about this concept. And then sometimes I reflect back to him, obviously. But I'm more or less having this kind of encounter myself, though, yes, with the author. But it's this cognitive, just in reading of information, thinking about it, and deciding what I'm going to do with it. Poetry just doesn't work like that. You are dealing with like this immediate encounter with the author, like we said, and right along with it, and one of the reasons why there's this immediate encounter with them, why they're never away in their poetry, they're never far, they're just right there, is this, poets take the mechanics of language, the musical qualities of language, and they use it to give it a more holistic form. Like I said, the best way I can describe it is all of a sudden I'm seeing their facial expressions, I'm hearing the tone, I'm kind of grasping their mood and what their eyes are saying. Words don't get used that way. Prose don't work like that. You can do many words. Try, they help. But poetry, it shrinks it down, and there's not only am I really hearing their mood, seeing their eyebrows for whatever it is, but I'm doing it in this immediate encounter with the author themselves. Do you see what that does? So it's not like some biographer who does a great job giving a description and really helping us grab the scene and grab the furrowed eyebrows. They might even talk about that, but we're like, in a natural way in poetry, you're having this immediate kind of with that person, with the author, and you're getting it. You're getting the furrowed eyebrows. You're getting the scoffing tone, whatever it might be. You're getting the little smirk, the smile that's coming on their face. You're seeing their hands are waving, whatever that looks like. For instance, let's look at Walt Whitman's poem, Leaves of Grass. Listen to what he says here. I celebrate myself and sing myself. And what I assume you shall assume. What Walt Whitman, a cosmos of Manhattan the sun. Turbulent, fleshy, sensual, drinking and breeding. No sentimentalist, no stander above men and women, or apart from them. The spread of my own body, or any part of it, no more modest than immodest. Divine am I inside and out, and I make holy whatever I touch or am touched. And we could go on. In fact, the next line talks about his armpits. Well, let me read it. The scent of these armpits, aroma finer than prayer. Whoa. Yeah. Scoffer. I mean, you just feel it. You see it. I was going to pull one. Well, let's read one by John Donne. He wrote in the 1500s, so he's much older than Whitman and others. Listen to this a little bit. Death, be not proud, though some have called thee mighty and dreadful, for thou art not so. For those whom thou thinkest thou dost overthrow die not. Poor death, nor yet canst thou kill me. There is something of the immediacy of of John Donne, what he says here, but you begin to have a more fuller, you're not just reading words. There's something of him right there. And like I said, the only way I can describe it is you're getting a holistic moment here. You're hearing his emotion. You're hearing his vehemence against death, putting death in its place. This is not he just, melancholy. No, like there's something here. And of course, if we go back to the other poems that we're looking at, again, you see there's this humanness, this humanity, this more holistic communication happening in poetry.